What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I am LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It's truly, truly appreciated, right? So the Knicks lose another close one to the Memphis Grizzlies tonight in the Garden, 127 to 123. Hey, listen, man, this was an offensive explosion on many different levels, right? Jalen Brunson scoring 17. Yeah, I said it's 17 of his 30 points in the fourth quarter. He was explosive, man. He was explosive across the board. He's our leader. He's our leader, right? But you have nobody there to stop Ja Morant and those offensive rebounds that Steven Adams gets in that pick and roll, and that's what killed us all night. Period. End of story, right? You know, we know what's coming. We know what they're doing. We know Steven Adams is coming to do a pick and roll with Ja Morant. And that was the key. That was the key to the game. You can't get stops. We can't get stops. We could score the bucket. We could score the basket. RJ did all right offensively. You know, Julius was solid offensively. Right? Even Big Mitch. Big Mitch was all right tonight. Big Mitch had 16 tonight. Right? Cam Reddish had 11 off the bench tonight. IQ only played 9 minutes, man. I don't know if he was hurt or something. I was kind of thinking about that too. But I'll talk about that later. But yeah, so you can score buckets. Can't get stops. And this is supposed to be Tibbs' specialty. And that's what hurt the Knicks tonight. We couldn't get stops. We could not, when the game is on the line, which is the fourth quarter, which is winning time, we cannot get stops. And that's what hurt us all throughout the game. One thing I just did not understand is why didn't Tibbs play Sims? It's all matchups, right? Matchups. I like Hartenstein. I really do. I like his hustle. I like what he brings to the table. But it's just matchups. Athletically, he could not deal with the Memphis bigs. He just couldn't. Sims can, athletically. He can match up with their bigs. Clark, Jackson, and of course Adams. The other guy, I forget his name, starts with an L. Let me just make sure I got his name right. He comes up the bench. LaRavia, right? That was the one that, Julius got in a little, argument with or tech with. I don't know, whatever. But, those guys have size on them. So you need an athletic big. I mean, an athletic one. Randall's not really going to get down there and bang. I mean, he can, but, he gets in his moods, man, when he gets kind of lazy. You need an athletic big to play against those guys. You do. Who can jump, who can block shots, who's quick off his feet. He's a quick jumper, right? Big Mitch played solid tonight, but he needed a backup. He needed someone to come in there who could spell those minutes. Because that's what happened. When you have Hartenstein in there, they were throwing alley-oops on him all day, man. It was just like, come on. We were like, where's Sims? Like, we need to have... So, to me, that's where Tibbs dropped the ball, right? Like, you got to be able to... identify matchups and be like, okay, we got to play him instead of Hartenstein tonight. We love Hartenstein. We'll give him some minutes, but really we got to play Sims. We got to play Sims. Sims got to be the main backup. It's just matchups. That was kind of like, one thing that really stuck out to me, right? Because Sims has been playing well as of late. We love his energy. We love his athleticism. He's got to play. He's got to play a lot, right? Now, I understand we played Hartenstein. I understand that. And yes, he'll play too, but it's got to be mix and match, man. You got to do that if you're trying to grind out wins, and that's what the Knicks are trying to do. The Knicks are right there. They're like right there. Brunson is everything plus more, right? He is. Also, too, I think that with Cam Reddish's performance tonight, you got to put him back in the starting line. You just do. I love his length. I love his athleticism. I love how he takes it to the hole. I love how he finishes. He just has that thing that Grimes just doesn't have. And I love Grimes, I do. But I think he's better coming off the bench. I love Cam Reddish in that starting lineup. He adds length, athleticism on the wings, and that's what we need. You just can't coach that. So it was good to see him come back and play strong. He was a big factor and a big reason why the Knicks were able to get it back, and pull it close and pretty much even in that fourth, due to him. But altogether, man, we couldn't stop Morant in that pick and roll. We just couldn't, and we could not get offensive boards. We just couldn't. We couldn't. If I'm correct, I think Ja Morant has triple double tonight, man. If I'm correct, what was his numbers tonight? He had 27. He had 14 assists and he had 10 boards. You know, that can't happen. That can't happen, right? And this was a game I felt we should have won. Because remember, they didn't have Desmond Bain tonight. He's averaging 24. He's another young player on there who could knock down threes. He didn't play tonight. So I felt that was a good way for us to pretty much match up and be able to pull out a victory today. But Ja Morant is just too much, man. It's just he just puts so much pressure on your defense that everybody's got to crash. Like, everyone's got to crash to get rebounds. Like, it has to, because with Steven Adams down there, he's like the strongest man in NBA, man. He's just pushing guys out the way and just getting boards. You know, he was boxing out Big Mitch a couple of times. I was like, Mitch, man, you got to get in front of the guy. You got to, right? But that was pretty much the ball game. You know, Brunson came up, pretty much towards the end of the game. He missed a couple of shots. But that's okay, man. That's what happens sometimes. You make some, you miss some. But he's been making a lot. So, you know, I'm not even mad at his performance, man. But at the end of the day, we got to learn to get stops. We have to. That's the key. Because our record could easily be flipped around, right, to 11-9 as opposed to 9-11, right? The Grizzlies are 12-8. So we could pretty much be neck and neck with them as far as the record goes. We just have to get stops, man. We have to get stops. All right, so see what happens, guys. Next game, we got Detroit. So hopefully that could be an easy victory for us to get back in the winning column. All right, I'm LV Live, and that's my show. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people. Also, too, please leave comments, all right, so we can go back and forth and debate. All right, I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out. Peace.